Hey guys, in this video I'm going to do something a little bit different, but this could also help you in your search for a work from home job. I'm going to show you how to spot a work from home job scam because I recently believe I found one on a very popular work from home job search site. So I'm going to show you kind of what to look for and how to kind of keep yourself from harm and from giving your information to a scammer who could use that for who knows what. So we're at a website here called WeWorkRemotely.com. This is a pretty popular work from home job site. A lot of them have to do with like coding, web development, and stuff like that. But usually when you have a company like this that, you know, they charge $299 for you to post a job, you wouldn't think that scammers would really want to spend that much money to do a job posting when it's clearly a scam that they're probably using to make money anyway. But apparently this can still happen. So what I'm looking at here is I was on the customer support section here, and you see the top job here is a new one in the featured section from what says Microsoft Corp. So everybody knows Microsoft. Microsoft, of course, is a huge company that covers a lot of different things, and this is a pretty sketchy looking application page. So at first you might think it looks legit. So you see Microsoft, you know, they might have the location just as where they are located, but you have to be very careful. For one thing, the location of the headquarters of the company, that's easily found on something like Wikipedia. So then you look at the logo. The logo looks a little strange, as you can see. It says welcome to Microsoft. It looks kind of old. Looks like something, obviously Microsoft has been around a while, but it's just an old looking logo. In my experience, most companies don't use something like that when they're actually a real company and they are trying to, you know, show their legitimate business online or do a job posting. So you also see a lot of stuff here. Customer service rep is the name of the job, so they tell you time zones here. They'll tell you a little bit about the company, job duties and responsibilities. They're also very short about job duties and responsibilities. Answering direct phone calls. That's another thing. You also see there are some grammar issues here. That's another thing to look for. You see grammar issues, especially from a company like Microsoft that's been around for decades. You have, you know, how much you're going to make here. $45 per hour seems a little bit high for a regular customer service rep. And in my experience, a lot of times the older companies pay you less for customer service and stuff like that. They've been doing this a long time. It's usually the more up-and-coming startups and stuff like that, the kind of new school companies run by millennials and stuff that pay you more. So a company like Microsoft, I don't believe that they would pay you $45 per hour. And we can also go to salaries at Microsoft and their profile on Glassdoor, and you can get an idea of how much they actually pay for customer support. So let's say you type in customer support and then you click find salaries. Usually you'll get an estimate of about how much a company like this will pay you. And you can see it is kind of all over the place. So you see one here, one there. You see some that tell you, oh, $93,000 a year, customer support engineer, customer support agent, $19,000 to $74,000 a year. You see customer support here, 56 to 61 pounds a year. You have 48 to 52K, 30 to 32K. So it's really all over the place. But a typical customer support representative, which is pretty much the exact same title of the job, 47 to 50,000 a year, 37 to 40,000 a year. So most of these are a lot less than $45 per hour. But hey, maybe they're paying more than they used to. So you might not think, oh, okay, well, that's what gives it away. Benefits, okay, you have your benefits here, just kind of listed all in one sentence. That's kind of strange as well. Skills and qualifications, they don't really go into depth about skills and qualifications. They just mention a bunch of like random stuff like virtual assistant. you hardly ever see anything like virtual assistant for a customer service rep. And it doesn't mention how many years, it doesn't really go into detail. Experience in education, high school diploma or equivalent education required, knowledge of appropriate software, including, pretty much Microsoft Office and things like that. But another thing to check when you see something like this is the apply button. So when you see the apply button, you can tell at the bottom there. So look at the bottom of the screen here. It says mail to contact@microsoftofhdpts.com. You really think a gigantic company like Microsoft would use an email like that just has like a bunch of random stuff in the email and like 3 different abbreviations after Microsoft? So you're looking at what could be a fake website on top of that. And then when you go to view company profile and all of that, you see all these outlines here. So look, you see these all go to Wikipedia links. So it literally looks like some person or group of people copied and pasted the Microsoft description of the company straight from Wikipedia. You also notice that they don't have any other jobs that they're hiring on here. They just say contact us with an attached copy of the resume and wait for a reply from us. Thanks. Also kind of weird grammar, and they don't actually have any other jobs. A company this large only does one job posting on a site like WeWork Remotely. That's another thing that doesn't make sense. And then it's a company that also has their own job listings page at careers.microsoft.com. And if you go to a customer service representative and you click find jobs, you need to find the matching job. If this is a job posting at a legitimate company, especially one as big as Microsoft, they would have the exact same job with the exact same description on their own website, and you will not find that here. I've already looked. You see 1 through 20 of 33 results. Do you see a customer service representative on here? If they have another customer service job, why would they change the name of it to post it on a different site? That also doesn't make sense. Every time I've seen a legitimate company do a post like that on a site like WeWork Remotely, they do the exact same job name on their website and their careers page on their website as they do on the other site that they're doing the listing on. So just lots of things to look for. Does the logo look right? Does the logo look professional? Does it match the one on the website? Where do you go when you click the application button? Hover over it before you click it. You don't want to click and go to a sketchy website where they could get your information. What kind of email do they want you to send your resume to? Does it seem legit? And is this, like, what does the description of the company look like? Why is it a Wikipedia copy and paste paragraph here? So just keep in mind that, like, when you see it, even on a company like this, like WeWorkRemotely.com, that normally you would think has legit postings, somebody might pay the $299 to do a fake posting because they think it's going to be worth it if they can gather hundreds or maybe even thousands of people's resume information and where they live, their email address, their social media handles, and all sorts of their work history, all sorts of stuff, and then who knows what they're going to do with that information. So just be very careful. I just wanted to point this stuff out, how you can spot a scam, and a clear example of one right here. And just, you have to be very careful with this kind of stuff. You can also check and see if they have like a Better Business Bureau page, which Microsoft does. They don't have the best ratings for their customer reviews and stuff, but it's just such a big company that, a lot of times extremely large companies like that don't have that. You also see contact information. Yes, they are in Redmond, but that, again, people who do scams, they can do a quick Google search and find some of this information, but usually there's something that gives it away that makes it pretty sloppy, with the logo, with the Wikipedia description, with the fact they only have one job listing for a company that's clearly hiring for thousands of positions, for just a vague description of the job. And a company like that, You can look at even their other job listings. They're probably not going to tell you how much you're going to make. They're usually not going to have such short descriptions of qualifications. And then they're not going to use an email address to Microsoft Off HR DPTS, which you would think stands for Office HR Departments. But why would they not use Microsoft.com? But anyway, just a few things to look for, just a bunch of red flags with that listing that I noticed, and here are a few things that you can use to make sure that this is a legit job posting before you go through and give your information out. Hopefully this was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell if you want more videos like this on a daily basis to help you get a work from home job or occupation. And I'll see you in the next video.